Hello and welcome back to Kelly60 Plays Xenoblade Chronicles. Last time, we cleared out Machna Forest to the point where we have both Melia and Ricky in the party. While also saying there was going to be a live stream play for part that would come up. I ended up reversing that decision slightly due to a portion of the game that I am about to run into. That is necessary, but I would like to show off. However, something I would like to go over, is since I haven't done that yet, are these. These are Charis nebulas. They also have Venus nebulas when they are later. These guys, or as you can tell, have a this like bluish aura on them. The fact they have this is telling of that they have a spike. And why do I bring it up even though that is slightly unnecessary to bring up that it has a spike? The spike is actually good for early game affinity grinding. I did not do that. I wanted that. But because the spike it has is affinity, I think tension down is a tension down debuff. Tension down spike. And because of that, you can get a lot of affinity missions for encouraging your affinity points for encouraging your allies. So I would like, that's the reason why I want to bring that up, is because this up now, especially in a part that I'm actually, people might actually want to watch. Because this is a good way to get to the later areas. Get to like high affinity early on. Especially for, say, characters that are not really characters you may use a lot. And you just want to get these guys higher leveled in their affinity. And you may now be noticing this is my first time using Melia in any form of combat. Which is true. And you may notice this is probably how I like to have my team set up. Shulk, a tank like Ryan or Melia, and a more tankish character like Ryan or Dunban. Melia, a like buff person, and then Shulk, who has light heal, which recovers fast enough. But anyways, you may be wondering... Nope. Sorry, it's been a bit since I last... But the thing we're going to do involves Colony 6. And specifically a quest involving Colony 6. Which requires you to talk to Afaron first to accept said quest. And he's standing right here in front of the ruins of the Colony 6, and he wants to restore it back to its story. And now he wants you to help out. However, for the current moment, I am going to be swapping Ryan out with Charla while I control Melia. Why am I doing this? Unfortunate. There is a quest that I would like to take on in the later portions of the game that I'm technically unable to do due to the some of the more so leveling things. Due to the affinity, because the first portion of the quest is Shulk and Ryan. And you can only talk to them as Shulk or Ryan. Depending on the character for the quest. Well, the second half of the quest is asking if girls can get along together as well as guys can. So they request you to get up to white affinity with 2 female party members. So I'm going to be running through a bunch of these quests in Colony 6, due to the fact that, as you might have guessed, doing this actually locks you out of any quest you have not done in Colony 6. Or out of the refugee camp. And there's a couple good ones for Affinity, so we will be doing those. I think the one I'm currently working on, though, is the one that is, you know, not necessary to do beforehand, but I'll still do it anyways. And you may notice something ended up spawning there, but ended up not attacking. If you're wondering why, yes, I'm a little too high leveled for this these quests. But the main reason why I want Melia in front is it typically is talk between Melia and your the leader and a party member. I'm gonna grab this one now. And it's gonna be a lot. Charlotte tends to talk a lot more during these quests. So, if you need any character to increase affinity with Charlotte, this would be the set of quests that you should do with Charlotte as, say, party leader. But since I specifically want Melia and Charla, is the reason why I have Melia as the party leader. Okay. We're going to be changing the time a lot so that I just have certain characters around. Where are you? Me. Ah. And this is a quest based on getting a storybook to one of the other villagers. It's Shulk and Melia. Except that. No, you're not going to be getting much any really good stuff out of this, especially if you're doing it as late as I'm currently doing it, due to the fact you're just that much higher level.
How's it going?
I'm not an offer anymore. Already have it. Because when I was dealing with the field Panyos for a basic quest earlier, I ended up getting 3 of the thing normally. I think the only thing I don't have is the sour gooseberries. Very required.
Me.
And there we go. No. Oh, it's E1 right here. Sorry. Okay. All while Gato and the others kept fighting on. Okay. Sour gooseberries. Yeah, I only have 2 of those. And there's 4 for Shulk and Melia. Okay, where are they currently? Actually, there's 2 right there. Please don't reset the entire area warping here. There we go. Right down here. One. 2. we can head back there, but before we do that, let's go after the secondary thing. But here is the issue that's plaguing the bridge. A lot of black smoke hoxes have overrun the bridge. They're all about level 30. The place you need to go is back there. Into this back area, there is a water ether type crystal pile in a small little cave area in this back area. Just don't, get spotted by the Sardis here, because my god, they're level 77. Oh, this is gonna suck. Okay. Ordinary ether deposit. That is also supposed to be a, another encounter. I think it's with a site-based Flammy that's supposed to appear. And obviously, as I slightly demonstrated, not really any issues there. If, as I keep saying, they're site-based enemies, and site-based enemies don't care about you once you have a certain level. And Matriona is still sitting here.
How's it going?
And there we go. Melia and Charlotte ended up finishing the quest. Another lime bangle.
Me.
Oh yes. Ooh, you don't need to drown. A lake drop. Ah. Better melt. Wow. We got a vision of a medicinal tonic. Tranquil Grotto. Ah, would you look at that? Still everything right there. And now Ernest is over here starting to walk back this way, where we will get the second to last, his final quest as well, to finish that off. Then there will only be one more quest for this session before we start heading back into the Colony 6 stuff. The actual Colony 6 type things. I need something to help out. The grave at the top of the area. A friend's grave. I'm sure you had a reason for lying. Watch out for those Turkins. Okay. Grave bouquet. And let's deal with that one first, since especially they're right over here. Okay. There is something at the Traveler's Rest, but we also have to go north. Hi, I'm Movable Gonzalez. I like to see. Nice to see you, especially with your spike. I don't even want to know. Just be careful as you head over here. There are holes that will drop you to the lower portion of the area. And there are also a lot of Turkins, as Ernest was going on about, so just keep an eye out. Especially if you're doing this at level for the area. And I'm sorry if I'm about doing this, but I'm planning on, you know. I mean, we could run away, but he deserves this, so, oh, I did it the wrong way. Oops. So, Melia, if you're playing as her, works off using Ether to attack, and also buff the party. Kind of weird in the hands of the computer, but if you're working with her as an actual character, as the player character, it tends to run a little bit. She tends to run a little better. Like, Shulk sometimes has an issue with his own personal arts as well. Like, if you're waiting for, like, shield or speed, he might end up using, shield, Buster or enchant a lot. Which is something you don't want to see him do much of. Matt Ice and Hill Firefly. If you're wondering why I'm keep going after collectibles, I still have yet to finish this area. And some of these collectibles do have some things in the later section. That's not what I want. It's further down. I believe this is the lake drop. Ah, I actually went to the wrong one for the tonic, because the tonic is the better route for this quest. You want to go to the north end of the bridge, and then go all the way down. What's that guy? I have a feeling that is a Mechon still somewhat spawn here. I assume that's an M64, but I never finished off. But there's the medicinal herb right there. Makes the reason why I got the lake drop completely useless, but you know. In case you want to do that one for a playthrough, do something different. Would you look at that? Ernest is sitting right here. And there we go. Friend, someone told them about everlasting ether crystals. They took bait, and the friend ended up getting their life taken protecting Ernest. That's why he has issues trusting people. It's an interesting small quest that's done. It definitely fleshes out the world, which I like more so than anything. But let's give Arda the medicinal herb. Don't let him go anywhere near the river. And obviously change back time so that she appears. Now there is one more quest that I'm pretty sure stays, but I can't be too sure, so I'm gonna do that now. And Pama is back here, sitting in a corner. And there we go. And you get an art's heal too. So every time you use an art, there's a chance of healing. What is the time for this guy? I can't ever remember. There he is. Gorman. The clothes have been stolen. It was the Turkin. Collect the clothes from the Turkin base. Sorry if I'm moving quickly between their little chat windows. Tends to repeat a lot. And since I saw them so much in the files that I do for personal playthroughs, I've gotten sick. I'm slightly sick of them. They're just they're there for flavor text, which is fine, but at some point I just want it to be done and over with. But obviously, due to your level, you can just literally walk right in and be done here. And there are the clothes right there. Quest log. Yeah. Return that to Gorman. Oh. Defeat Mechon. Defeat Harmelion. Got some material quests but I haven't finished. I think those all... I can still technically clear them later. I'm not sure. Because I don't have to return them to anyone. But, I think there's one more quest involving Gorman, and that's, I think, due to medicine. There we go. There are his clothes. The clothes for the area. I think this one doesn't appear until like morning. Yeah. Olga is referring to needs to do the Gorman's supply of medicine is running out. Glowing wisp fluid. Unfortunately, I have not been fighting these things, so this will be one of those quests that I'm going to be leveling on for a bit. Wisps only appear here at night. Oh, actually, I don't think so. I think... Nope, yeah, they only appear at night. Not close enough. And now we run into the standard issue of that. Oh, there's a bunch of collectibles here. Here's my next one. There's so many. This is when I wish luck was a little bit on the was an actual stat you could mess with like skills and the like. Because my god, this will take a while. I'll do this in between parts just to finish it off. But I do have a couple more quests right around here that I can finish off, so I will do that. Oh. Before I literally walk off the map. Do I have to walk around for this? I think I do. Oh no! I know exactly what the icon here is for. It's for that trainer. It's for that unique enemy. That's right. I mean, let's at least put some things in. But yes, he has trained some Arduns. Let's deal with the posse first. And now only Trainer Harmelin is left. And there we go. He's done. That challenge is done. Speed Boots and Jaguar Lancer. And to finish this part off, I'll come over here and talk to this guy. These guys will definitely not be returning to Colony 6, so these quests you can definitely do at any point. But this finishes off a quest I received way earlier, back around the Colony 6 Ethermine stuff. There's a white light wisp, isn't there? I'll do that afterwards. But anyways, there he is. I'll give him what I need to, and then I'll head around to do some other things. Nope. He is still within the area, so we'll do that afterwards, but other than that, thank you for watching. Next time we're going to finish off the Colony 6 stuff here. Specifically after I kill all these wisps that need to be killed off so that I can get the that special fluid. Other than that, thank you for watching. Hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.